For as long as humans have gazed at the stars, we've asked one of the most profound questions in all of science. Are we alone in the universe? With billions of stars in our galaxy and countless galaxies beyond, it seems unlikely that Earth is the only cradle of life. But what would it mean to find evidence of intelligence? Not just microbes or biosignatures, but something built by a civilization. This is the core mission of SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, a scientific effort to detect signs of technology created by alien species. More specifically, SETI researchers search for technosignatures, signals or artifacts that indicate the presence of advanced, non-human technologies somewhere in the cosmos. Far from science fiction, SETI is a multidisciplinary field combining astronomy, computer science, engineering, and philosophy. It's about listening, and sometimes looking, for the faint whispers of intelligent life across the vast sea of stars. A technosignature is any measurable evidence of technology that could indicate the existence of a distant civilization. Just as a planet's oxygen-rich atmosphere might suggest biology, a technosignature hints at something more: the presence of intelligence capable of manipulating its environment. The most famous technosignature is a radio signal, a narrowband transmission not produced by natural processes, like quasars or pulsars. But technosignatures can take many forms: optical laser pulses, infrared waste heat, satellites, or even large-scale structures like Dyson spheres, theoretical megastructures that encircle a star to capture its energy. On Earth, our own civilization emits many technosignatures: television and radio broadcasts, power grid fluctuations, and even atmospheric pollutants from industry. If an alien species were scanning Earth from afar, they might detect these signs and recognize them as artificial, clues that someone is here. In searching for technosignatures, SETI is essentially looking for the cosmic equivalent of a lighthouse. Not a message necessarily meant for us, but a detectable beacon of intelligence shining across the dark. The modern SETI movement began in 1960 with astronomer Frank Drake and Project Ozma, the first scientific attempt to listen for radio signals from nearby stars. Using the Green Bank Observatory in West Virginia, Drake pointed a radio telescope at Tau Ceti and Epsilon Eridani, two sun-like stars, hoping to catch a signal. He didn't find alien broadcasts, but he did ignite a scientific revolution. A year later, Drake developed the now famous Drake equation, a formula estimating the number of communicative civilizations in our galaxy. Though based on uncertain variables, it opened the door to thinking probabilistically and optimistically about life beyond Earth. Since then, SETI efforts have grown in sophistication. The SETI Institute, founded in 1984, became the first organization solely dedicated to this search. Over the decades, SETI has expanded to include optical SETI, infrared SETI, and even piggyback searches, analyzing data from telescopes that were observing other phenomena. And though the famous WOW signal of 1977 offered a tantalizing moment of mystery, a strong, narrowband radio signal from the constellation Sagittarius, no confirmed technosignature has ever been found. Still, the search continues. Today's SETI is powered by some of the most advanced instruments and algorithms in astronomy. Large radio observatories like the Allen Telescope Array, ATA, in California and China's FAST Telescope, the world's largest single-dish radio telescope, scan the sky for artificial signals. These telescopes can detect ultra-narrow radio waves, which don't occur naturally and are ideal for interstellar communication. Modern SETI also leverages machine learning and AI to sift through the vast ocean of data generated by these telescopes. Unlike early efforts, which analyzed one star at a time, today's systems can monitor millions of frequencies across thousands of stars, looking for anomalies that might signal intelligence. Optical SETI searches for nanosecond-scale laser pulses, artificial flashes of light far brighter than any natural source, perhaps a form of interstellar Morse code. Other researchers explore infrared signatures that could indicate heat from massive engineering projects, or look for unnatural changes in planetary atmospheres caused by industrial activity. There's even solar system SETI, efforts to examine the Moon, Mars, and Earth's orbit for potential alien probes or artifacts, on the theory that advanced civilizations might seed the galaxy with self-replicating scouts. SETI has become a blend of curiosity and code, signal and science, a search limited not by imagination, but by funding, instruments, and the immensity of space. SETI is about more than just alien signals. It's a profound philosophical endeavor, one that forces us to consider our place in the cosmos. If we find evidence of an intelligent civilization, even a distant one that died long ago, it would confirm that intelligence is not unique to Earth. That realization would reshape our understanding of biology, consciousness, and the trajectory of civilizations. On the other hand, if SETI searches continue for centuries with no results, that too is deeply meaningful. It could imply that intelligent life is incredibly rare, or that civilizations tend to destroy themselves before they can broadcast across space. This great filter hypothesis raises urgent questions about our own survival. Either outcome, contact or silence, carries enormous implications. SETI is also a mirror. In searching for others, we see ourselves more clearly. We reflect on what it means to be intelligent, to communicate, to create, and to persist. We imagine how we might appear to others, what our earthly technosignatures reveal about us. In that way, SETI is a form of cosmic self-awareness. In recent years, SETI has experienced a renaissance. One of the most ambitious efforts is the Breakthrough Listen initiative, launched in 2015 by billionaire Yuri Milner. With over $100 million in funding, Breakthrough Listen is scanning 1 million stars for technosignatures using radio telescopes in West Virginia and Australia. The project collects petabytes of data, all made publicly available so that scientists and citizen scientists around the world can help analyze it. Breakthrough Listen has already expanded SETI's reach by orders of magnitude and introduced new ways to use algorithms and open-source tools to mine the data. At the same time, new missions like JWST and future telescopes like LUVOIR and HABEX will allow us to directly observe exoplanet atmospheres, searching for both biosignatures and potential technosignatures, such as unusual industrial gases or artificial night lights. SETI is also becoming more global. China, India, Europe, and South Africa are beginning to invest in technosignature research. As collaboration increases, so too does the chance of discovery. In the coming decades, we may develop instruments capable of detecting faint laser communications, pinpointing distant megastructures, or even mapping artificial satellites around exoplanets. As our reach extends, we'll explore not just the radio bubble around Earth, but far beyond, into thousands of star systems with known planets. Some researchers speculate that advanced civilizations may not even communicate in ways we currently understand. They might use quantum communication, neutrinos, or even gravitational waves, methods still far beyond our detection abilities. Others propose that truly advanced civilizations might appear indistinguishable from natural forces, having integrated so deeply with physics that they leave no trace. Even without a signal, the search itself drives innovation. It forces us to develop better telescopes, better algorithms, and better ideas. And one day, perhaps when we least expect it, we may discover something: a narrowband signal, a flashing laser, a repeating pattern that can't be explained by any natural source.